Welcome to Mile High Custom Food Trucks. Just want to show you this beautiful bus that we just turned into a food bus. Come on inside, we're going to start with the electrical. Alright, come on in, and essentially I'll have you come this way, and I'm going to point over this kind of way right here. And this is electrical system here. So essentially this is just like when you're inside your house. You'll have an electrical panel here. Everything is labeled right here, nice and clean. So we're just going to cut the breakers off one at a time. So we'll cut these back on. Lights will come on. Everything will come on here. That's the water heater pump. So this is the lights for the inside here. LED lights. This is the lights for the outside right here. We've got the sandwich prep plugged in. 48-inch sandwich prep. Has all the shelving, the 16 pans, there's 12 of them inside here. This is nice refrigeration. Everything's brand new inside. You've got all of your inside here as far as additional there. Here, let's talk about the oven. The oven is powered, but then it also has propane as well. And everything, you can smell the heat coming on in there. And essentially has an on and off switch. The lights come on. Everything comes on, everything's nice and brand new. This oven is propane, so it's operated in that type of fashion.
It'll glow, you know. Like,
now close this up here. So then over here, we also have another additional worktop refrigerator. It's mounted on the table, has a shelf below there, nice and clean. Customers will be able to do what they got to do there. And that's coming down to temperature. So now we're going to talk about the plumbing. So the hand sink is here. And once you cut the hand sink on, the water pump automatically starts to come on. Hot water is getting hot there the way we want it to. Over here, there's going to be cold water there. Nice and brisk and cold right there. Here is your triple sink. You have a larger faucet that covers each one of these here. The hot water is already hot. Cold water right there. We've got shelving right here, additional outlets right here for a POS system if necessary. You have a 5-foot by 3-foot window here with self-closing screens. Yes, once you pass your product out, you bring your hand back in, it automatically shuts down. When you're done at night, you'll be able to pull this down and lock this in place, and you'll be able to also lock it right there. And those lock in place right there. Hood system, we got an 8-foot hood system here. We've got a 36-inch 6-burner, 36-inch flat top. Everything is ran off of propane. And we've got a 38-inch oven here that runs off of propane as well. 4-foot shelf, fire suppression, everything's nice and clean. We've got the factory AC unit inside here. Stainless steel FRP with a beautiful diamond plate floor. Alright, so back out here at Mile High Custom Food Trucks, we're talking about the shore power here. So the truck itself is 50 amps, and then it basically reduces down to a 15 amp regular extension cord. We always recommend that you get an 8 or 10 gauge extension cord, so it's nice and tight and nice and thick current there. And then essentially this screws in right here, and then that gets you power in there. It has a light detector in here to show you that there is power from the brick and mortar to your bus or to your truck itself right here. When you're done at night, you'll simply just be able to spin the collar back off here. And then you just wiggle it out. And then essentially when you're ready to plug in to use the brick and mortar, you'll just line this up here, spin it around, push that in, and then screw that collar back on there to make it nice and secure. So this is going to allow you to be able to use the brick and mortar power. You're also going to be able to use the generator power, which will be up here towards the front. The customer's generator case is built right here custom. They'll be able to put their own generator in there, and then that way they'll be able to power the unit when they're out in the streets with no power. They'll be able to use the generator. When they have access to electrical at a brick and mortar, then that's when they can use the shore power. So now we're going to walk down and we're going to talk about the propane as far as how to get propane into the actual unit itself. So there's going to be a 100-pound propane tank under the truck. Here it is. So this particular unit has a gauge right there, has this dual regulator here. This is how you cut the propane on right here, on and off. Propane is off currently. So it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey as far as turning it on and off. And then you have the gauge right here that tells you how much propane is in there. The propane tank should be completely full. And once you do a half a turn, you'll go inside and you'll light up all the cooking equipment, the flat top and the 6-burner. You'll always want to cut your propane on last, just because then that's when you're ready to start cooking. So now we're going to travel on the other side to talk about the plumbing. So here we have the plumbing here. This is the fresh water in here. And you'll basically take your clean water hose that you can get from Amazon, Walmart, Home Depot, that type of stuff. It's a clean water hose. You'll always want to keep it in a container inside your unit. So this basically screws right in here. You'll put the water in here. This got 40-gallon fresh water and 50-gallon gray water tanks. Once the tank is full, it'll start spewing back out at you this way. And then the tank also has an overflow valve on it as well. So once you're done filling it up, you'll just simply put the cap back on it. So this is the water in. This is going to be the water out. So essentially here, you'll take the cap off here, watch your feet, and then pull the plunger, and then the water just comes out right there. So this is the water out of your dirty gray water tank, which is 50 gallons. And then essentially the that'll take care of the plumbing as far as the water out and then the water in. All right, so that's going to conclude the plumbing, the electric, and the gas for Mile High Custom Food Trucks and our brand new school bus, or brand new passenger bus that we built out for the client. Looks gorgeous. We've had it custom wrapped by Ray's and 303 Wraps. He's done a great job. Thank you.